Stadium in Boise, Idaho. Just about to turn the corner into the back half of the season here on EA Sports College Football. It is Week 7. It's the North Dakota State Bison and the Boise State Broncos. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
North Dakota State's head coach told me before the game, this running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and Coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. So North Dakota State lined up and ready to kick it away to get this thing started. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Boise State Broncos offense will have the football first. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they tried the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. They get to him, and now they'll face a 3rd and long.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He gets it up to the 17 before being wrestled out of bounds. And the Broncos decide to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And now North Dakota State gets its first chance to go on offense. And here comes the man that makes this offense go. His productivity through the first half of the season has him squarely in the Heisman Trophy race. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Brown wants to pass. They're setting up the screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Brown will throw it. Hauls it in. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Running inside, it's Mitchell. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Trying play action. Rushes on him. Buried before he could blink. Following that last play, we have a Bronco that is slow to get up. That's their freshman quarterback who was injured on the play. As they attend to him, Holly will keep an eye on things for us. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. A strike downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that in route.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Off play action. There's the pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That last sack's not on the line. That's on him. Now it's third down. He's looking downfield to throw. That's it, 5. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. The run inside. It's Scott. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Brown wants to pass. A little screen to the running back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Pressure coming. Makes the grab. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Trying to keep the drive alive. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Get it out on the screen. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Looking for space. It's Mitchell. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Brown will throw it. He's got his man, makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got his man. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mitchell. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And that last completion left him short of the sticks. It's 3rd down. On the move. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Scott. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Brown wants to pass. He caught it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
From the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, North Dakota State. You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that was a lengthy 17-play drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end.
That is how you play defense. You drop back. You let him catch the football. You go attack. You don't let him break tackles. Really nice execution by the defense.
Punt is on its way. Let's see what he can do with it. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. The run inside. It's Mitchell. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. Brown will throw it. Complete. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the...
Here's a little room there. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Mitchell. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Boise State ready to send out that offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wells. The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And tackled there by the defense. Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. Sends it back in motion. He's looking to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Hand off from the gun. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
Fires to the tight end. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Makes the catch. It's Wells. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. The Broncos go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Gonna run it. It's Goff. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun to give to the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. We're on the sideline, got it in the end zone.
Coming into this game, this offense really believed they had a mismatch problem because of this tight end speed and athleticism. And you saw it right there, David. Nobody able to hang with this guy on that touchdown catch.
And either way you cover it. If you want to put a linebacker on him, he's got a speed advantage. A safety on him, he's got a size advantage. QB takes advantage of the mismatch, knows where his big fella's going to be, and capitalizes on it.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mitchell. Breaks into the open. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Rolled his way into the end zone.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Wells. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
Looking to throw on first down. He lets one fly deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Got a little grass. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41. And the Broncos are flying down the field. Wants to throw again. They'll run the screen. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Gives it on the option. Makes it past the marker. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Got his man out of the backfield. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes a catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Lets it fly. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They're down a couple of scores. Rather than settle for the field goal, they'll go for it here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Got it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Running inside. It's Scott. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with TCU in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Horned Frogs, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And it moves their mark to 6-1 as they continue to play awfully well here in the season's first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now back to your game in Boise. What a day so far from that stud linebacker. He's truly the quarterback of that defense, and he's really dictating the way things are going. A dynamic defender in every sense of the word. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above the Smurf turf.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Broncos will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Brown wants to pass. Complete to Williams over the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. Here's a heat. Gets away, still looking. Smacks it with the stiff arm. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. The run inside. It's Scott. Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go right back to him. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick, but the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. On target. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. This quarterback part of their running game. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Dakota State. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They'll move the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Man, this defense is feasting. You can tell. They know they got the lead, and they know they have to pass. So they're pinning their ears back. They're bringing pressure. This offense, they have to do a better job, man. You got to protect your QB. Give him some time if you want to get back in this ballgame.
And the Broncos will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. My goodness, he unloads on that one. He'll take it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. On the move, it's Scott. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well give it to him again. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Brown will throw it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
The offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw. Flips it out on the screen. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with fourth.
And, man, that third down changes this decision completely, right? Like getting a big chunk of yards, making it 4th and short. Now it's a true decision. I think you were just thinking about getting half of this, maybe setting up a field goal. Now you got a chance to be aggressive. Let's see what they do here on offense.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, no mystery there. 4th and inches. Hand it off. Keep the drive alive.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
From the red zone, it's Scott. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it 1 more yard to get it in. Touchdown, North Dakota State. And the pummeling has started. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
And honestly, David, the defense does not look locked in these last 2 plays at all. They had the pass interference. There was guys complaining on the field. They looked a bit discombobulated, late getting lined up. The very next play, though, the offense is able to take advantage of it, running it in for a score.
Yeah, you got to get physical down there, man. When you get inside the 5-yard line, you know what's coming a lot of the times, man, and you got to meet that physical challenge. You can't pout. You can't look to the sidelines. You can't say, why did you throw the flag? You got to get ready to play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking for room. It's Scott. There he goes. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. He's now up to 95 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Brown wants to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Going to the running game. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They go right back to him. Shows him the stiff arm. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the air. Myers on the move. He's got it. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Smith with the grab over the middle. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. On the run, it's Scott. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
An explosive play in the running game moves the sticks for the 1st down, but there is an injured player on the field. The game is well in hand. You just hope this injury is not serious. If time permits, Holly will get us up to date. Running back searching for a hole. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Scott. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
That's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Going to the ground. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Brown will throw it. Gets it out fast. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to him on the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And now they've moved into the red zone. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. From the gun, the ground game. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Touchdown, North Dakota State! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Fielded in the end zone, it's Goff. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Fires quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drop.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Hands it off on the counter. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Trainer's out evaluating this junior safety. We'll let you know his condition. Holly keeping an eye on all of the injuries for us. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Fighting off the defender. Picked up 8 yards there, 3rd down and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. Looking to throw for it. He's got him. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the...
Unleashes one deep. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple of bad decisions, a couple of great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking his shots. He's not backing down, and he's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes. They can't rebound. They can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now out down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented, nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.